What is up, everybody? This is Kyle from the TF Review, here with a video review of something a little bit different. Here I've got the all-new Power Rangers MegaForce GOSEI Great Megazord. And this is going to be my very first Power Rangers MegaForce review. But I am a big fan of Power Rangers, and I am very familiar with the Sentai. I'm not a huge Sentai nerd or anything like that, but I'm familiar with it, and I know what's going on. So thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy this review. Here we have the packaging for MegaForce, and we got a lot going on here. We can see, of course, GOSEI Great right there. He got all of his headers surrounding him. Let me pull it up. Right here comes with 2 Daiso cards. I'm not exactly sure what the American name of these is going to be, so we're just going to call them Daiso cards for now. Zord Builder. You've got the Dragon Zord, plus Shark Zord, plus Snake Zord, plus Tiger Zord, plus Phoenix Zord. Equals, of course, the GOSEI Great Megazord. Now, some people have been complaining about the name GOSEI Great Megazord. They're saying, oh, it's lazy, oh, it's cheap. But I think Saban is now trying to pay more homage to the Japanese TV show than it is laziness. And I really like seeing that. So I personally don't think it's laziness. I think it's just them paying homage. I think it's them respecting the source material a lot more. I mean, Power Rangers Samurai was a lot like the Japanese show, and I have a feeling this is also going to be very, very similar to the Japanese show. So yeah. Now on the side of the box, it does say there is a Power Rangers card scanner app for the iPhone. And I guess when you scan it, you get a little video and see what's the action. I have a feeling that's not going to launch until it launches with the show. Also doesn't say which platforms it's going to be released on. I have a Windows phone, so I don't think they're going to release it for me. But luckily, we will have the Tensoder, so I wouldn't even need some app. On the back, it shows you all of the combinations that you can create with the GOSEI Great Megazord. I'm not going to go into details for each one, but you should get a good idea from that. I mean, this is going to be one of the most adaptable Megazords we've ever had, which is going to be awesome. And then lastly, on this side of the box, it tells you a little bit more about the card game. You can either play it as an action card game, or if you want, you get the Tensoder right there. Plug the cards in, makes a little sound. It's awesome. I'm going to get that. I'm going to review it. And you got a nice picture of the GOSEI Great Megazord. So that's it for the packaging. Again, nothing really important on the bottom. Nothing really important on the top. Let's open this up and let's take a look at the newest Megazord. So here we have the all-new Zords. You've got the Shark Zord, the Snake Zord, the Dragon Zord, Tiger Zord, and the Phoenix Zord. Now, the GOSEI Great is a little bit different than your typical Megazord. You've got these are called headers. And this is basically what each Ranger will fly around, navigate in. They're used for transportation, they use various reasons. But when they do want to, they summon the body, the headers attach, and then they become, the GOSEI Shark. And then through the GOSEI Shark and the various beast modes, they become GOSEI Great. Now I'm going to show you each of these figures, and then, of course, here's the Shark. Again, just plug the header into the body, and there you go. You can see he does have a nice amount of detail. The whole Zord, the whole GOSEI Great has a motif of gold and silver, which is very classy, if you ask me. So yeah, you've got gold, silver, Shark Zord, looks nice, and the Shark sort of becomes this submersible, or like a submarine. You can call it whatever you want, and that's pretty cool. Each of these has a different sort of transportation vehicle mode. Next up is the Snake. This is the Snake header. I'm not sure if I like this head very much, but again, you just pop his head in, he becomes a train, which actually I really like. In terms of detail, not really a lot. Especially not a lot of paint apps on the side of his leg right there. Really all you see is this emblem and silver with a little tiny dab of red for his eyes. So that's a little disappointing. But I do like the theme of him being a snake. Next up is the Dragon Header, aka Dragon Zord. Yes, there is another Dragon Zord. There have been too many Dragon Zords, if you ask me. He is sizable, as you can see. He is very large. You can position the wings however you would like, and then turn them around. Gosei Great's head stores right there, and his tail does become the sword, which just pops out like that. Again, a lot of nice detail. The paint apps, kind of lacking, but not too bad. Next up is Gosei Tiger. I got the tiger head, plug it in. There you go. Again, not too much detail. Gold, silver, a theme. And she holds the motif of a tank-like vehicle, which is pretty cool. Put that down. Lastly, we've got the Phoenix Zord. Here's the Phoenix header. Plug it in. She sort of forms a little airplane, which is adorable if you really ask me. And yeah, again, silver. Got a pink paint up on the head, which looks really nice. And she'll form the arm. So, there are your Zords right there. Let's find out how to create Gosei Great. Now, the transformation from Zords into Gosei Great is a little bit different than usual. First, you probably want to start off with Snake. What you want to do is you want to flip the head up like so. And you'll notice they've got these large bricks on the bottom. You don't even need the heads for it to stand. It can stand all on its own. The heads are just decorative. So, now we've got his leg. What you want to do, which is a little bit different from most Megazords, fold it down, this piece folds down, and now you've got like a significant amount of the lower body. Then you want to take this, the tiger header, flip the head up, a lot like the MMPR Zord. And now we've got the lower body. Again, you can see this sort of brick right here. The head is just decorative. In fact, you don't even need these heads to get this to stand up. It can stand up perfectly on its own. Oops, almost put them on the wrong way. So let's take this and put it to the side. Next we want to work on the Dragon Zord. First we need to pop off his head. Take this piece, shove it into a body, and which is a really nice new feature. In the Japanese version, the neck is a completely separate piece, so that was very cool. Unplug the tail, and we're almost good to go. Then you want to take the wings, you can fold them back. Now, there's a whole bunch of different ways you can put the wings, but just for the sake of ease, I like to put them back like that. When you want to take the sword opens up, revealing Gosei Great's head. Just pull it out and close the sword. For now, we can put that to the side. Now we want to work on the arms, and the arms are the easiest parts. With the Phoenix, just close those sides. Plugs right into the Dragon Zord. Now with the shark, you want to take his tail, and that opens up like that, revealing a little bit of gold detail, which is pretty cool. Take this, plug it in. Now we're almost good to go. Take the lower body, plug the upper body onto that. Again, just the arms if you want. And last but not least, plug his head in. Oh, and lastly, you want to take the head and plug that right back into his chest. And there we go. Now we've got Gosei Great Megazord. Now, as you can see, Gosei Great Megazord does have a lot of really nice paint detail. Way better than the Samurai Zord. But one negative is his overall size. He is actually smaller than the Samurai Megazord, and I will show you in just 1 second. Right here, you can see Samurai Zord is much, much larger than him, which is a little bit disappointing. However, Gosei Great, unlike the Samurai Megazord, has not lost any functionality from the Japanese version, unlike Samurai over here who lost so much functionality. One other difference is the sturdiness. Samurai Megazord this thing is literally a brick. Unlike this guy who's very wobbly, very unsturdy. Well, sturdy enough to stand, but when you're playing around with him, he does just want to break apart, and it doesn't feel anywhere near as sturdy. For articulation, he does have standard Megazord articulation, arms move forward, back. Now, he could have a waist swivel if he wanted to. However, this little gold piece right here is a hindrance. The legs can move side to side if you want them to, but you can't really do anything with that. Now the legs are interchangeable with Power Rangers Samurai pieces, so if you want, you can have two Dragon Zords on at the same time. And you know, you can just plug in Samurai's legs or anything really. Or if you have the MMPR 2010 Megazord, those will also work. But I do not, I missed out on that because I'm an idiot. Another nice new detail is that the header ports now match the color of the Zords, which is something that the Japanese version did not. In fact, they're all just black header ports and they looked pretty bad. This obviously looks much better. Now, with the sword, you've got the sword. It plugs into either hand. This was at one point the tail of the Dragon Zord. But now, boom shakalaka, you've got giant ass epic looking sword. And yeah, so there's not a lot to say about the Megazord itself. I mean, it is what it is. It's a Megazord with a whole lot of gimmicks. With the header ports, a lot of custom possibilities. So overall, I really like that. Now, included with the GOSEI Great Megazord are these Daiso cards. I'm not sure if that's what they're going to be called in America. In fact, they might just be called Power Rangers Action Card Game, because that's pretty much what they are in the back. So you got the GOSEI Grand Megazord, which is a mouthful, but it does have a lot of add-ons to it. I'm sure eventually you'll be able to do that. And it comes with GOSEI Great Megazord. So those are cool. You definitely want to keep these high-quality cards. Really nice. I noticed in the back it doesn't say Power Rangers MegaForce, it just says Power Rangers, so I'm thinking that they're going to expand beyond Power Rangers MegaForce and do, you know, maybe MMPR or RPM or some sort of crazy cards, which I think will be pretty cool. And then you can play Power Rangers MegaForce, the card game, trading card game, or you can put these in the Tensoder, which has not come out yet, and then you just stick it in, it'll make a sound. It's really cool. I'm definitely going to get that and review it. So, yeah. Overall, that's pretty much it for the Power Rangers MegaForce GOSEI Great. Here are my final thoughts. Now, overall, the GOSEI Great is a nice addition to the Power Rangers Megazord lineup. It hasn't lost any functionality from the Japanese version. The paint apps are decent, not as good as the Japanese version, but they still are very, very strong. The price of this Zord is unfortunately $34.99, which is, you know, I have trouble with even that, man. That seems like way too much for a Megazord, especially when the Samurai Megazord was only $24.99. However, there are justifications. The fact that it hasn't lost any functionality from the Japanese version, I'm sure probably hiked the price up in production. And the fact that it's really a solid Megazord with solid paint apps, I guess are justifiable. But I still have a problem paying $34 for a much, much smaller Megazord. So, would I recommend the GOSEI Great? I mean, if you are a die-hard Power Rangers fan and you are really looking forward to a MegaForce, then yeah, I would recommend it. Try and find it on sale if you can. Otherwise, you know, just bite the bullet, spend $30-40 on it, and you'll have it. And it's really a unique Megazord. So I'm a big fan. You also get the Daiso cards for the Tensoder, which should be pretty cool. I'm really looking forward to that, seeing how it compares to the Japanese version, which was awesome. And yeah, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at the TF Review, and I hope you guys have an awesome weekend, and I hope you had an awesome Black Friday and Thanksgiving. Later.